Hi everyone, let's get started with today's lead code question 380. It is marked as medium, so let me share my screen first, guys. Question is insert, delete, and get random. Okay, so here we have to create a data structure where we have to do three functions. First is insert, delete, and get random. But condition is that you have to do all this function in the time complexity of order of one. Okay, so here let me understand the question first. Like here, randomized set is given, like randomized set object is initialized. Okay, and here there are some certain operations which are following, and we have to find the given output. So let's get started with the example one. Here, suppose it is a set. Okay, randomization set. So we are initializing it, so it will return null. Now we have to insert. We have to follow insert operation in the randomized set object. Okay, and we are inserting one. Okay, I'm inserting one here. Okay, and if that element is not there in the set, if that element already is not there in the set, so you have to insert it. After that you have to return true. Okay, that's why it is returned true here, after inserting one. Okay, then we have to follow the second operation, which is remove. So we have to remove 2 from the given object. Okay, but here in the set 2 is not there, so I will return false. Okay, this one. After that, I am at this operation insert. So what I have to insert? I have to insert 2. Now I will check whether 2 is there in the set or not. So 2 is not there, so I will insert 2, and also I will return 2. Okay, then there is one more function, which is get random. So in the get random, I have to pick any of the random number, like probability for picking any elements, probability is equal. Okay, so here total elements are 2, so the probability of picking any element is 1 by 2. So either I can pick 1 or 2. It's totally depend upon the that function. Okay, so here I am returning 2. Okay, I'm getting that random function, and I can take 2. So that's why I return 2 here. Now I have to do remove function. So what I have to do now, I have to remove 1. Okay, so here I will check first whether 1 is there or not. So 1 is there, so I will remove it. Okay, and I will return true. Okay, if 1 is not there and then I follow a return function, then I will return false. After that I have to follow insert function, then I have to insert 2. But here 2 is already there in the set. Okay, so I will return false. So I'm returning false. Now we are left with only one function, which is get random. Now only one element is left. So by default, 2 will be the two. So we return 2 only. Okay. So this is the complete dry run for the given example. Now we have to think about the we have to form a data structure where we have to follow these operation in order of one time complexity. So for this, like what we can take is we can start with a vector. Okay, suppose I have to insert one. Okay, so for example I have inserting one, because we know that in the vector to insert an element it will take order of one time complexity. Okay, pushback take order of one time complexity. So here insert in vector take order of one time complexity. Then suppose like if I am removing, if I am inserting one more element 2. Okay, if I am inserting one more element 3. Now I have to find a random element, and for finding the random element, I will follow a rand function, which will find the random value from the given array. Also, it will take order of one time complexity. So at this point, it is fine. Like with the help of vector, I can follow order of one time complexity for insertion and finding a random element from a given vector. But suppose if I want to delete a given element 2, for example, for that what I have to do is I need that index for that given element, then only I can remove it. Suppose I find the index, like I'm traversing whether 2 is there or not from the given element, so I'm finding 2. After that, after removing it, then I have to shift 3 to the given vector. So suppose here, like example, 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there. Now if I want to delete 2, so first I have to find the index, find the element by traversing the array, then I have to remove it. After that, I have to shift all this element toward this side. So here, remove function will take order of n time complexity. But we have to do the remove function is order of one time complexity. So only vector is not sufficient uh, to write the algorithm. So what I will do is like I can take unordered map, okay, because here I'm not able to find the index of the given element in order of one. Because if we find the index for the given element in order of one, then it is easier to delete that element in order of one time complexity. Okay, remove that element. So to store the index and the given value, I'm following a unordered map. So I will create an unordered map where I will store the element and their given index to get a track of the given elements and their index, so that it is easier for me to find the index for the given element, and after that I can easily delete it. Okay, so let's dry run it again with this logic. Okay, so suppose this is the unordered map MP and this is the vector V. Okay, so let's get started with our dry run for the first test case. So here, randomize set, okay, we have initializing a vector, got it. Then we have to insert it. So I'm inserting one. So what I will do is I will insert into the vector one. Also, I will insert it into my map function, and I will give my index for that map function for the given element to 0. So the index would be what? V dot size, like vector size minus 1 will be our index for that given element. Okay. Currently, the size of a vector is 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. So I'm storing the index for the given element as 0. This is my element which I have inserted. And after that, I'm just returning true. Okay. Now moving forward with the second operation, which is remove. Okay. Now I have to remove which element? Two element. Okay. So there is a function remove. Which element I have to remove? Two. So I will check whether inside the map uh, key remove is there or not. So if it is not there, I will just return simply false. Okay. After that, I have to follow one more operation, which is insert. So what I have to insert? This is an insert function. What I have to insert? Insert 2. So what I will do is I will insert 2 in the given vector. Okay. And also I will insert it into the map, and the index would be vector dot size minus 1. So currently the size of a vector is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So I'm storing the index 1 for the given element 2. Okay. Now, yep. So insert is there. I'm inserting 2 and I will return true. Okay. Now there is a get random function for finding the random element. So for this, what I will do is I will just simply do using the rand function. So what I will do is, suppose this is a random function in get random function. Here, I will find the index using calling the rand function divided by size of the vector. Okay. So this will give me the random value from 0th index to up to the size of the vector n minus 1. Okay. Suppose it give me the 1, but the index 1. So my element would be 2. So what I will do is I will just simply return v of idx. So this will be our random function, which is in order of one time complexity. Okay. Now this is done. We have returned 2. Now we have to call a remove function. Here, what we have to remove 1. Okay. Now this is the important part. Okay. So here, what we have to do is uh, we have to remove 1. Okay. This is the function. First, I will check whether in the given map remove is there or not. So in the given map, remove is there. But if it is not there, so I will just simply return false. But here 1 is there. So what I will do is first I will store the index. Okay, huh. What I will do is I will first store the index of the given element which I have to remove using the map. So here map of given value, which is 1. So IDX here will be 0. So first I have stored the index. Okay. After that, what I will do is I will uh yep. After that, what I will do is I will store the last element into a given dummy variable. Okay, temp. So here I'm storing the last element. So v dot back, which also done in order of one time complexity. So here temp is 2. So now here temp is equal to v dot back. So what I am doing is I'm storing 2 into the temp variable. Now what I will do is I will uh, what I will do is instead of 2 I'm initializing 1 at the last of the vector. So here uh, v dot back equals to value. So here value is 1. So here instead of 2 I'm initializing as 1. Okay, it is in also order of one time complexity. Okay, now what I will do is I will update the given index uh, to the like here 2 is in the last index. So what I will do is I have to update 1 to 2. Okay, basically what I am doing is like I am removing the given element by pushing it at the last of the index, and the element which is at the last index will replace the current index place. Okay, so here suppose 1 I have to remove it. So what I will do is I will push it into the last of the element, and the element which is at the last I will push it into the uh, given removed element index. So here uh, v of idx equals to temp. Okay, so now instead of 1, it is 2, and here it is 1. So here I have updated my vector, but also I have to update it my map function. So for that, what I will do is mp of temp, p of temp 2 equals to idx. So here temp is 2 and idx is 0. So 2 is updated to 0. Okay, and now I have to remove this one, 2 is updated to 0. Now I have to remove this one and this one. So for that, what I will do is I will just simply v dot pop back and mp dot erase value. Value is the 1. Okay, so in this way I'm removing this one also, and I'm removing this one also. So in this way I can do the remove function in order of 1 time complexity. Okay, so remove is done. Now I have to insert 2. 2 is already there, so it will return 2 is already there, so it will return false. Okay, now then I have to find the get random function. So only there is one element, so return would be 2. Okay, in the map. And so this is the complete algorithm, like logic behind this operation, behind all these three operations. So now let me start with the coding part. Okay, let me start with the coding. So let me share the lead code profile, lead code link. Yeah. So here I will first initialize my data structure, vector int v, and one more unordered map, unordered, to store the in element and their index, mp. Okay. Now I will first start with inserting value. First I will check if mp dot find value equals to mp dot end. Then just simply return false. So here it will check whether if element is not there in the map, just simply return false. Okay. If it is there in the map, if it is not there in the map, just simply insert. Okay. So mp of value b dot size -1. But before that, I have to also v dot push back value. So here I'm inserting into the vector v, then I'm also insert into the map function with the index, and finally I'm returning true. Then after that, let's do it for the random wala function. Okay, so here I'll find the index for the given random value, rand modulus v dot size. Okay, then after that, return v idx. So it will give me the random value, okay, in order of 1 time complexity. After that, let's start with the remove function. So first I will check if mp dot find value equals to mp dot end. If it is not there, then simply return false. Then I will find the index for that element which I have to remove. So for that, MP of value. So here I'm finding that index. After that, I will find the last element from the given vector, v dot back. V dot back is to find the last element, and v dot pop back is to remove the last element. Okay. After that, I have to insert my given value uh, to the last element. Okay. So int mhm, vac dot back equals to value. So the given value is sent to the last of the vector. Okay. After that, I have to update my last element uh, into that given index, like to that element which I have to remove. Okay. So here, vector of idx equals to class ALE. Okay. Now I will just simply wait. Now I will just simply pop back to remove that element, and from the map also I will erase map dot erase. Well, but before erasing, I will update my map function. Map ELE equals to IDX. And finally, I will just simply return true. Let me run it first. Okay, vector, it should be ID. Okay, let me get back. So here I am done some silly mistakes. So inside the bool insert function, I have written that if mp dot find value equals to mp dot end, means like value is not there, then return false. But what I have to do is if value is not there inside the given vector, then I have to push it, then return true. So here, so the logic would be if mp dot find is not equals to mp dot end, means that the value is there in the map. So if already value is there in the map, so I just simply return false. So this is the silly mistake I am doing it, but now it is completely okay. So here, I hope you understand the insert function, get random function, and in the remove function, you can understand that I'm finding the index for the given value, which I have to remove it. Then the last element, I'm inserting it into one extra variable. Okay, because in the last element of a vector, I have to update it with the removed element, because then only it is easier for me to remove the last element with order of one time complexity. After that, uh, I'm just in the last element, I'm updating the value which I have to remove. Then I will update my temp variable like last element wala jo already element to update it to the given index. Then also I have to update it in the map. After that, I'm removing it from the vector and the map for that given element and just return true. So yeah, this is the complete logic behind the given insert delete get random question. I hope you like this video and will and yeah, that's it guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.